Hey everybody, TrinfiniteX here, back with some more Mega Man Zero. Alright, so I went ahead and did some grinding off stream just so that we have some more E-crystals. I forgot how grind heavy this game is. Like, I did another half an hour of grinding, and I am positive that it is nowhere near, like, all we're going to need. Especially if I keep playing like I was playing yesterday. Oh my gosh. We're only halfway through, maybe. And I'm already thinking, yeah, I'm gonna want to play this again. It's not a very long game. We should be able to finish it today. So, 3,252 E-crystals. And I did manage to collect that one cyber elf hanging off the hook from yesterday. But other than that, I haven't really done anything. So, the question is, where to spend our money? And I can tell you right now, one of the best places to spend it is right here. 2,000 is a crazy amount that we definitely should not have to pay. However, doing this will eliminate all spikes for the rest of the game. That is correct. You heard me correct. It will eliminate all spike traps for the rest of the game. So it will completely remove a large portion of any difficulty out of certain sections of this game. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. But now that does leave us a little shy when it comes to anything else we can do. I do have enough for a sub-tank. I like that idea. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get these two. For sure. And actually, let me go ahead and show you what I was doing. So, there are two ways to grind in this game. I've already shown one of them, sort of. It's basically the little spider things in the underground area, but we don't have access to that anymore. So here's what you do if you're grinding outside of that. Because of this game's incredibly short respawn distance, we can just do this all day and get E-crystals at a semi-reasonable rate. Not to mention, rank up our weapons, which I did somewhat. I ranked up the triple rod once, and the shield boomerang once. The shield boomerang literally just travels further, and the triple rod, well, it's a bit more disappointing. 1, 1, 2. Guess what happens at rank 3? 1, 2, 3. It's kind of slow, and we are immobile while doing it, so Yeah. It's useful for, like, its omnidirectional stuff, and we can, like, pogo off of enemies here, which is kind of neat, but it's... Its usefulness is kind of low. In any case... Sub-tank! Which is why we're here. Not just so I can show that off, but if you're at full health and you collect health ups, they become sub-tank energy for you. So we're just gonna... There we go. And that sound means we've filled it. So this is a full heal. And now, see the spikes? They're insta-death. Even when we're not on a mission. But now we'll never have to worry about spikes again for the rest of the game. Because now they're just filled in by those barrier shields instead. Oh yeah, I leveled up the Z-Saber too. Now we have the spin in midair. I mean, that's just, I hate like getting all these off stream, but at the same time, like these skills and stuff, but at the same time, it's sort of a natural consequence of grinding. And that's not something I really want to do on stream too much, if at all possible. Anyway, I'm hoping for another 750 at some point so that I can go ahead and get another health extension, but... Anyway, let's go ahead and take on some more missions. Technically, I could force the story forward. And here's one of the weird things about 01. You actually don't have to complete hardly any of the missions. If you want, you can force the story forward by failing. Just by aborting a mission. You can just abort all the missions and it will actually force the story forward. Obviously, I would rather actually win. So, we're gonna do that. So, Neo Arcadia is still trying to kill us, because they think we're Mavericks, but this time they sent the 4 Guardians after us. Who are the 4 Guardians? Well... they're all... how shall I say? Variants of X with their own personalities. It's a little complicated, but effectively they're humanoid Reploids that are built for combat just like Zero, and they are the elite forces of Copy X himself. So we know how useless these guys are. So I guess we better protect them. Also, once we go forward, we apparently cannot turn back. So that's important to keep in mind. Gotta be careful. I usually find the best solution is simply just to charge forward, but you can choose basically any method you want. Man, how do you get back up there? Not sure I remember how to get back up there to that cyber elf, but I will find a way. Even though I can barely afford what I have at the moment. So, the Guardian we're about to fight is weak to the Thunder Chip. We have all the elements, by the way. So this is Fafnir, one of the 4 Guardians. And he's the combat nerd. Or geek. Whichever. All the Guardians have 3 bars of health. Ow. I gotta remember his timing. That's why I did not use the sub-tank there. Whoa, whoa. There we go. Now I'm starting to get back into the swing of things. Ah, I should have stayed under that one. The terrain here's making things a little tricky. But if you use their elemental weakness, they actually go down pretty quick. And he's super excited that he's been beaten. And we get ourselves a cyber elf for successful completion. Apparently the elves that we used from before are counting against us somehow, which I thought they wouldn't. But at this point, I'm hardly concerned about rank. I'll figure rank out later. We did not kill nearly enough enemies, apparently. Huh. Anyway, that's one. See, these missions are not long. Like, they really aren't. Ah. So this Kolbor guy decided to strike out on his own because he doesn't like relying on us, and now needs to rely on us to rescue him. So, Guardian we're going to fight next is weak to ice. All the Guardians are at least somewhat cool, in my opinion. This stage has a small nod to the X series highway. You can sort of tell by its design a little bit. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Man, every time you jump, this game really tries to kill you. See? Can't even jump. Why you always gotta try to kill me just for jumping? Come on, game. The spinning slash, I forgot the name of it, is helpful here. For sure. And also, I think the gun might be a good idea here. There we go. You know what else? The shield might actually be good here, too. Oh, come on. Come on, come on. Oh my gosh. Can die just to normal enemies touching us because of contact damage. So silly. Oh, but here we are. Pretty short stage. This is Harpuya. He's the serious one. Yeah. And he has dual swords. Ow, I forgot about his last one. His pattern is perhaps one of the easiest. And as long as you keep hitting him with ice, you can forcefully reset it. These guys look cool, but they actually have super exploitable patterns. Ow. Well, minus the part where he hit me anyway. I especially love how he stands still to fire his projectiles. Well, we're just gonna kill him for doing that. Now see, this is going much more like I expected. Like yesterday, I kept dying and failing. And I was like, wow, I guess I don't remember this game as well as I thought. But I assure you, besides the grinding, I haven't practiced or anything. Ah, apparently that elf is just always gonna count against me. I'll have to remember that for my next playthrough. Certain elves apparently always count against me. Yeah, it's no problem. Should probably save. So, these two missions are a little bit harder than the ones we've done already. Both of those missions we just did are pretty straightforward combat missions. So, nothing too complicated. I believe this one is also pretty much a straightforward combat mission, more or less. So I didn't even know we had a central computer, but apparently they're trying to hack into it. And it's interfering with her work to find a substitute power source. Just gonna skip past all the... Ooh. All the stuff at the beginning here. And the fact that we don't have to worry about spikes anymore is convenient. And these things are extremely inconvenient. I can't just shoot them. There we go. Yeah, you know what? So now this is no longer this is no longer ice. Instead, it's green water. Wow, I did not expect the texture to be green like this. What the heck? There's lots of spikes down here, but we eliminated spikes as a threat. However, these ships that are now floating above here can crush you if you're not careful. You can jump extra far in the water because for some reason being in the water makes you really floaty, even though you'd think being made of metal would cause you to have the opposite problem. Ah. This kind of reminds me of X6 where they had the crushers. But it's far less brutal than that, thankfully. Is this death? I think it is. No, not quite. I thought there was a cyber elf down here. There is. So somehow they got like battleships in this. I guess maybe it's a port? Maybe that's how they got the ships in? Must be a port. I believe fire is the weakness. Somehow, the underwater guardian is weak to fire. Ah, it's tough to get that jump. But there is something up there if we can make it. I'm gonna try a couple more times, but So close. Like I'm hitting the edge, but apparently it's a really tight frame window. Oh man, you get like 1 pixel. Wow. Jeez, that's rough. Well, if it doesn't work out... Oh my gosh. If it doesn't work out here in a second, I'll just move on, but... Yeah, there must be another way up there or something. Huh! Uh-oh. Well, that's annoying. Oof, don't want to get crushed. So, I definitely want to dash jump while it's going down. And not get killed by missiles stupidly. You can actually get killed right here on the edge as well, so careful about that. But anyway, we're back inside the base. So remember that door we couldn't open? Oh my gosh. Could use some health, game. Oh gosh. I said health. E-crystals, that's not what I need. Okay, there we go. Oh, come on. Now see, what are we supposed to do about this? This game is not always terribly fair about its enemy placement. Either way, I'm gonna need a little more health. Actually, I think the room actually has some health in it. So Seal's being helpful in opening doors for us. And we're just going to break down these computers. This is Cyber Alpha in this one. And one in this one. So this is just a treasure room is what it is. Okay, so we've destroyed the computers. And we got some health back. Oh my gosh, but then they just, like, they all gather at the bottom of this ladder, and it's like, well, so what were we supposed to do? It's hard to avoid damage in certain places. And now for the boss of this area. Fairy Leviathan. She's the playful underwater guardian. All the Guardians are a little bit masochistic. She ends up having a... Don't hold back on me just because I'm a woman. Yeah. Anyway, her weakness is definitely fire. Despite that not making any sense underwater. Ow. I need to work on timing my releases a little better. Fire is the only attack that will stun her. Dang it! She just darts like that. Like I said, I need to time my moves a little better. Expect her to move around the way she does. There we go. There we go. Didn't even need to use my sub-tank for this. So apparently I'm doing good at these Guardian fights. Like, again, yesterday I was dying all over the place. It's like, wow, I guess I don't remember the game as well as I thought, but now I seem to be having far less trouble. Not even needing to use the sub-tank, I went to all the work to grind out. Always did enjoy the Guardian fights more. Okay, well, there's one more left. Slept 9 hours, did you, Avalon? Sluggish from lack of sugar. Well, that's easy to fix. Just get yourself a piece of chocolate or something. How you been, Avalon? Apparently well rested, I assume. And I'm glad to hear it. So there's only one Guardian left, and that's the one we're about to see right here. The Stealth Guardian. Well, that's good to hear. That you're better than you were yesterday. I still have much sleep to catch up on. Now that I remember the weird quirks of this game, things are going much better for me. And here's the Stealth Guardian. He's the required ninja quota for this game. He's a little tricky. I don't remember his fight as well. I just remember because he's the normal fight, there's no way to stun him. Yeah, his pattern's a little tricky. Not surprised I'll need the retry here, though. I think the solution is actually not to try and charge attack him. Just use regular strikes on him. Yeah, there we go. He tries to hide, but it's pretty obvious where he is. Oh, come on. Didn't get him in time. Stop it. Aw. Dang it. My attack starts from behind me, I guess. That's frustrating. It's hard not to hit his duplicates. Probably should have used my sub-tank. I did some grinding off stream, and got myself a sub-tank, as well as a cyber elf that eliminates spike traps for the rest of the game. Which is convenient. So... now, this might seem a little strange, you know, just starting the mission out with a boss fight. And it is. It is strange. And there's also a very good reason for why the game starts us out like this. It's because there's a mission after the boss fight, which I'm pretty sure is the first time Mega Man's ever done that. I'm gonna use the sub-tank now. I actually have plenty of sub-tank energy. I'm trying to think of another Mega Man game that ever did this. Like, a mission after a boss fight, and I don't think there is any. Yeah, I'm just gonna brute force my way through this guy. Yeah, there's bombs all over the factory. And now we have to go find them. And we have 3 minutes to find them. And these enemies are annoying. This game has a lot more variety than a standard Mega Man game does. By a mile. I want that, but I don't have time for it. It's just that it's a little unpolished. The sheer amount of grinding you have to do is kind of insane. Because, like, I'm nowhere near the amount of E-crystals needed for, like, actually, like, leveling up all the cyber elves or anything. Just be very careful. Yeah, we'll just knock it off. Five more bombs to go. But now we have to get through the really ridiculously annoying part. And I don't remember, ow, where the bombs are now. I remember, oh, there we go, there we go. Okay, we have to get this one, and then basically blind fall down here. Uh-oh, uh-oh, no, 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 ah, and, yeah. Those little guys are annoying. Try and get around these doggies this time, mostly. Once we're done with this mission, we're on to onto the final set of missions already. These were original GBA games, so they're pretty short if you really just want to charge through them. How do you like my spinning slashes, Avalon? I unlocked these while grinding. It's a classic move from the X series, actually. Yeah, this isn't Pokemon. Oh, what the? Okay, I did not expect to do that. Pokemon's pretty much the only... Oh yeah. If the grinding thing is to pad it, then man, there's a ton of padding in this game. Like, you literally have to grind for almost as long as you play this game just to have anywhere near the amount of E-crystals you need. Just super insane. But anyway, this part right here with the bombs can really suck due to that one area right there with the pit that you have to go through. These little tanks that can shoot in any direction definitely don't help. This game is very unpolished, like for a Metroidvania. I appreciate its innovation, like the way it innovates on the Mega Man, on the classic Mega Man formula, but man, it is kind of rough. I think there's a bomb somewhere that I missed. It's down here somewhere. I'm gonna be sad when I find it. Yeah, it's down there. Which means we have to go back through. I'm just gonna tank my way through that. Oh, come on. And the fact that they try to hit you every time you jump. This mission is just straight up annoying. Because they try to make you die in that pit. The boss was cool, though. And it is definitely interesting doing a mission after a boss, but... Man, why this pit, though? This pit is such a... Why? I'm gonna burn a ton of lives doing this. Almost certainly. Got the first few down, pretty much. Almost died saying that. Okay, no, it's not there. It's the next one. Oh my gosh, and it's hard to get back onto these. Three more to go. Jeez. It's hard to get back onto these platforms because you can barely see them. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know you could kill those guys. I didn't even know you could kill your rides that way. Oh, whoa. What the? Okay. At least I know where the other bomb is. Also, I'm curious now. None of the bombs are over here, are they? Yeah, this is a pretty cruel section. But if you want cruel, you need to wait for Mega Man Zero 2. Mega Man Zero 2 is far worse than this. Like, if you think the Death Pit shenanigans are rough here, man, Zero 2 is brutal. Like, it's way more cool. Like, Zero 2 is interesting in that it's a vast improvement on this game, but it's also way more difficult. So if you want to see me die more... Yeah, that's a pretty good description of this game so far. You obviously need to go right here, but it's stupid hard to get here. Oh no, oh no. No, no, no. No, oh, come on. I pressed the A button. Well, I may have to potentially reset this at this rate. I'm gonna lose all my lives trying to do this. Get off. Just go away. Give me my health back. Alright, man. I remembered this section being brutal, but I didn't realize it was this brutal. I could use the shield boomerang to get rid of those bullets in my way, but I'm too lazy to switch to it. If I fail this attempt, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and reload from save, because that seems easier than pressing forward like this. I just want to... Fighting Phantom again would give me a break. Alright. Alright. So it's right here. Now we somehow have to board another one of these. There we go. Not die to that. Okay. Oh, there's a Cyber Elf up here. And we have to perform a super tight jump to get it. Now, one of these has a bomb in it, or near it. There we go, here we go. 2 more bombs to go. I don't remember where they are, actually. They're generally in our path. I just have to remember this game's gonna try and kill me every time I jump. Is there one in the hidden area here? No? That's concerning. Where are the other ones? Oh, well, here's one. One more? Uh-oh. I think there's a third one somewhere down in the, in this section here. But I have no idea where it is. Yeah, we're gonna get blown up. Okay. Let's just reload the save. I'll fight Phantom again. So where's the missing bomb? That's the other reason this mission is annoying. You have to find all the bombs. So there's a third one somewhere in that pit area, I'm almost certain. But I don't know where it is. Yeah. So the strategy with this guy definitely seems to be to not actually bother charge slashing him. He keeps doing his shadow clone thing, but that doesn't work out too well for him. And I actually beat him without the sub-tank this time. So that's cool. But I think I'm going to need the sub-tank anyway. No need for element here. Okay. So I've got 7 of the bombs. And I know all the bombs... Like, I know that they start at a certain point of the level. Anyway, while I'm redoing this, what you been up to, Avalon, besides sleeping well? Still exercising? Still doing Minecraft stuff? What's up with you? Everything going well? That's good. That should help out. Especially if you're getting lots of sleep, like you said. Uh-oh. Whoa, whoa. Oh, there it is. I see it. Okay. Doesn't matter. I found it. I found where the bomb is. I'll take that. Come on. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Mash through text. This mission actually has more... I'm starting to realize this mission actually has more text to mash through than most missions. Okay. So let's see if I can get it this time. Gosh, these stupid welding arms. Like, why are there welding arms here in the first place? Why are there welding arms? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I couldn't catch up because of, like, momentum. And then that thing pushed me off. Arrgh. I'm being too hasty. My gosh. This mission really is just a pain. Yes, yes, yes. Sorry, gotta go into concentration mode here, apparently. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't want to dive right in there, though. There's almost no way to avoid that. Well, that one I could have dodged, but we don't talk about that. There we go. There's the other one I was missing. But now, how do I get back onto one of the... I can't see them. Here we go. Okay, so if I can survive now, I've done the hard part. And boy, that's an if. There we go. I do want that cyber elf, though. Come here. Why these weird jumps? I may have to just come back and get it. No, here we go. Alright, got it. I don't know why I'm being so greedy and trying to get these cyber elves when I don't even have enough E-crystals to raise all of the ones that I have now. But it's the collector in me. It all started with Pokemon. Growing up, I played the original Pokemon Blue. And man, that game lasted a lot longer than a couple hours. If we could just develop that substitute energy. Well, we're all waiting on you, Seal, but in the meantime, we have lots of battles. Lots of battles to fight. Speaking of which. Neo Arcadia finally overran our defenses. Having a conversation in the middle of all this. Lots and lots of story being dumped on us in the middle of flashing red screen. absolutely gonna save. So we can't even use the elevator anymore. I thought I had to... no, maybe I don't. Oh, that's right. No, I remember what I have to do now. I'm getting ahead of myself. This is one of those unremarkable missions that I don't remember too well. But I gotta rescue this guy so he'll turn the elevator on. There we go. Okay. So, again, I'm not sure this game had the best timing dumping the plot on us in the middle of a flashing red screen. And then there's this weird mission. Was never sure I understood why this mission exists. I guess just to force the plot along. Also, to give us this rather annoying boss fight. Ow, come on. Oh boy. Ugh. Got him though. No sub-tank needed. No retries. I'm starting to get the feel for this game again. This is why I always liked Zero in the X games. It's just like, oh, there's a threat? Point me in the right direction, I'll take care of it. X was always whining and complaining about like, well, why do we have to fight each other? And I'm like, well, obviously, in an emergency situation, you don't have time for that. Anyway, speaking of X... How convenient! With extreme prejudice, because any prejudice that's not extreme is not fun. Sure. Yeah, can I trust you to protect this place? Can I? Alright, so now we've unlocked the final set of missions. We're almost done with the first playthrough of this game already. Do I even have enough E-crystals to even think about doing anything? No. Huh. But it wouldn't take too long for me to get to 750. If 750 is all I need for a health extension, I'll go for it. Since it wouldn't take that long now. Just a little light grinding. Should only take a minute or two. Okay. Are you saying, oh. What? Wait, what? Hold up. Are you saying Sora is Godzilla? Like, huh? Sorry, that came a little too fast. Although it would kind of be interesting to see what would happen if somehow Mickey Mouse or Sora got into Smash. Like that's never gonna happen, but it would be interesting. Kingdom Hearts is a very popular series. Wait, what? Godzilla's in Kingdom Hearts? I didn't know this. But in Solid Snake's universe, he's in a film. Okay, so there would be a continuity error. Well, I mean, okay, but Smash Brothers is all about these people coming together from alternate universes in the first place, so I actually don't think that it would... affect the continuity at all. Just because of the multiverse theory that Smash relies on. Do I have enough yet? Almost. If this seems dull and seems like something you wouldn't want to do for 2 hours, yeah, guess what you have to do to grind out enough E-crystals. I'm only aiming for 750. So, do you play a lot of Kingdom Hearts, or do you just watch it like I do. Because I have another friend who's a big Kingdom Hearts fan. KH1, 2, and Chain of Memories. Okay. Do you enjoy that series? I mean, from what I've seen, they're nothing too special. But, I mean, really, it's just like they get a bunch of Disney properties together and send you on a nostalgia trip. That's what it seems like to me. Like, they're not bad games, they're just obvious games. And the story is so convoluted. Like, that's the main reason I don't play. I'll just be honest up front. That's the main reason I don't want Kingdom Hearts. The story is so convoluted. Kingdom Hearts has a story? I guess that's one way to deal with it. There we go. More than enough. Ignorance is bliss, huh? Let's get some more health. Much needed HP. And next time I play this game, I'll remember to do all the grinding off screen. All of it. In one big go. Instead of, needing to do it in chunks. There we go. Now our health bar is starting to look a little more respectable. Let's go back and save so we don't have to do that ever again. And then it's on to Neo Arcadia. Yeah, we're gonna easily beat this game tonight. Easily. All right. So here we are, apparently in the garden of the paradise for humans and Reploids that Neo Arcadia was supposed to be. But it didn't quite turn out to be. And it is full of annoying rooms. That is what this place has. Also, coming up is a familiar Mega Man trope? Familiar Mega Man platforming challenge coming up in a bit. After we get rid of these guys. These guys love to fly in formation. Oh, gosh. Ah, okay. Also, you know, I could have totally just walked down there because I have immunity to spikes. You know what? Uh-oh. Did I not save? Did I seriously not save just now? Or does it have to play this again? Is there any way to skip this? What? I could have swore I'd literally just saved. Did I not? Oh my gosh, did I mash through it too quickly? No, because clearly I just did. Urgh. No? Okay, no, I still have 2 health extensions. Yeah, okay, it just needed to play that cutscene again for whatever reason. Fine. Whatever. Scared me for a second there, game. Don't do that. Okay. Let's try that again. I could have used my sub-tank, but I was just like, yeah, but there's a lot more to do in this stage, so I didn't really want to burn it too early. Ah. These areas are too tight to get through in any sort of quick manner. Oh, almost missed that. There's another one over there, but it doesn't let you skip this. I think that's just for a cyber elf or something. So let's do these 2 again. Since I can just ignore the fact that there's supposed to be spikes in this room. Just gonna get in these. Just gonna get in their face this time. There we go. The anti-spikes cyber elf is completely worth getting and using. It saves a huge amount of time. Oh, come on. What was that? Get out of here. Oh, yeah, this thing. Forgot about this thing. Let's say, wait, does he come back? Yeah, he does. Okay, yeah, okay. I was about to say, can I hit him out of that? Looks like I can. And just gotta tank my way through him, I guess. Oh, come on. Okay, this time I am gonna use the sub-tank, because I don't want to die here. Okay. I'll take that trade. And he dies off screen. Fine. And partial sub-tank refill. Now here's the appearing and disappearing blocks. If you've played basically any Mega Man game, you're familiar with these. These blocks that come in and then disappear. Oh my gosh. They're real quick too. You don't have much time. Oh, gotta anticipate them a little bit. Ah. Wow, I would have thought that would have stayed solid a little longer. Can I just skip that? Yeah, I can. Oh my gosh, falling from here would really suck. And you can't even climb up the sides of it either. Oh my gosh. Well, that's gonna be fun. I jumped too early. At least they do have a nice regular pattern. You just have to know what the pattern is. Ah, crap. Almost had it. I pressed the button, but I was a second too late. They really do vanish out from under you really fast. Oh no, I went over it. Crap. Well, this is a lot more like classic Mega Man, though. Thankfully, there's no traps. If you remember classic Mega Man, there was lots of traps with these blocks where they'd like put one above you so you couldn't possibly jump to the next one. So if you didn't know exactly where the block was, you wouldn't know when to jump and you would just die and have to restart from the last checkpoint. Ah, dang it. Split second too late. Oh my gosh. And there's still another one. This is what I'm talking, yeah, this right here. Oh no, yeah, see, that right there. That garbage. Time your jumps well. I guess I should be at least thankful that there's no pit of spikes beneath me. Because that's the sort of cruel trick that I would expect from the original games. Yeah, easily. This is their favorite annoyance. Ah. And the timing is super strict here. Like, I'm serious. These platforms, you gotta move. I swear I pressed the A button there and it just ate my input. It's just like, nope, you weren't fast enough. You just gotta memorize these and be really good at the timing. Like, the instant you see it coming out, you have to jump. Ah, and even there I was too... I may just have to, like, start anticipating it a lot more. Man. There we go. Oh my gosh. Okay. Made it up that. Thank goodness. Ice element. Because of course, after 2 mini-bosses and that platforming section, we still have to fight a boss. Neo Arcadia actually has some reasonably annoying security. Nothing these bosses say is significant. So I'm just sort of skipping past. This guy's actually pretty easy compared to others. There we go. No problem. He stays still too much. All the hard bosses are at the beginning of this game. Aztec Falcon and some others, like the train boss. All the hard bosses are at the beginning, so well, now we have access to a Tran server before we continue on to part 2. And I mean, this is basically a Wily Castle. Like, this whole area is basically just a Wily Castle, so I'm just gonna go back and save so I don't have to do that again. Just want to make sure I don't lose any progress to those stupid blocks. So now comes a rather infamous part. A rather infamous part of this game right here. This next section is either brutally difficult or laughably easy, based entirely upon whether or not you used the anti-spike cyber elf. So, actually, it might be smart to have the shield boomerang out. Shield boomerang reflects enemy projectiles, so it can be helpful for avoiding damage from all these little guys on the walls here. And you do have to take this elevator because of those like little ledges there. They very much prevent you from progressing otherwise. So, once we get past this initial section here, there are spikes all over the place that would kill us, except they're all covered up by the force field, so we can just kind of ignore them and climb the wall all the way to the top if we want. This section is much more difficult without that, because you have to work with these silly blocks here, like these silly blocks on tracks here. But we don't have to worry about that. We'll just kind of ignore them completely, because that's more fun. And now we're somehow way up in the lower atmosphere here, because that's one heck of a tower. And now we have the boss. You're too big to be a slug. Just get lost. So if you remember the Yellow Devil from the original games, this thing is the Rainbow Devil. And he's pretty obnoxious, much like the Yellow Devil. Oh my gosh. He has a lot of HP. I am probably gonna take a death. Yeah. just gonna take that death because I had half health going in. Let's try this again. He has a relatively simple pattern. Mostly. Just gotta get used to it. Oh, yeah, here we go. Those smaller blobs always looked like they were smiling to me. Like whenever he spits them out. Before I die. Sub-tank. Come on now. Just die. There we go. He's pretty dull in this game. He comes back later though. Also, hi Seal. What are you doing all the way up here? Also, how did you get up here without... See, I love how he asks what made her come here, rather than how did you get here ahead of me. And we find out, once again, that it was her fault for recreating X and causing this whole situation in the first place. Because her copy of X was corrupt. Really corrupt. But Zero just forgives her. And just says, I'll take care of everything. Which, of course, is a setup for a romance. Of the quality you might expect from a GBA game. And actually, what am I doing? I was about to go back there to save, but actually, the save's right here. Okay. So now another classic Mega Man thing, the boss rush. Because what Mega Man game is complete without a boss gauntlet? Now the only thing is, I kind of want some health for my sub-tank. So I'm going to stop to grind for just a second, just so I can get health. Just for a moment. Come on, give me health. Man, give me tons of E-crystals now that I can't use them. Health. Just a little bit more would be nice. Just even one drop I would take. There we go. Okay. So we're not going to fight every single boss that we've fought so far, just some of them. We can't take charges into the battle because they're through doors. Hey look, it's this guy we just fought. Let's fight him again. Ah. Ugh. There we go. Still pretty easy. And we get health refills after each fight. Let's go ahead and do the tough one. Or at least I think this is the right one. Am I correct? Yes. Ugh. So this guy messed me up before, but now that I realize that you have to use neutral element for him. Now, let's see how tough he really is. Spending way too much time with your head in the sand. And if you hit him twice, apparently he dives back under. All it took was one stream of me failing constantly to relearn this game. Apparently. I don't even think I got hit. I didn't. Wow. One of these rooms has... Yeah, this guy. This guy's a little trickier to not get hit on. I mean, at least I thought so. Of course, oh, you know what? You know what's making this easier? I have the actual fire chip this time. In the first fight, I didn't have it. That's part of why that was so much easier. Okay, now forget who this is. Oh, it's him. Unfortunately, we don't get to have a revenge match with Aztec Falcon. I really would have appreciated it if they would have let us have that. But no, we get this guy instead. So this guy's just as simple as jumping over him or dashing under him, depending on which move he's doing. Ow, well, I didn't die. I didn't dash at the right time there. And now on to the 4 Guardians that I so handily defeated earlier. We get to fight them again, and since Avalon, since you missed the first 3, you'll get to see the Guardians here. Yeah, that's right. This area has a little hidden section here. If I can manage to get to it without all these tanks shooting me out of the air. Oh my gosh. These stupid tanks. Okay. The Z-Saber is clearly not cut out for this. The tanks on the roof are just constantly keeping me from jumping over there. Come on. There we go. Fire the shot and jump after it. Here we go, right here. Shortcut to the other side. Well, shortcut, I say, but maybe not, given how many times I fell. Okay. So let's get the tough fight out of the way first. Let's get rid of Phantom. Ah. His shuriken sometimes explodes sideways and sometimes diagonally. I think it's based on where you are. Ah. He really loves his Shadow Clone Jutsu. Almost died again. Nope. There we go. And then he tries to self-destruct. And yes, those explosions do huge damage and can kill you. So he blows himself up. Tries to kamikaze us. Like a true ninja when he's defeated. Just like those ninjas in Ikana. Okay, so now, on to the ones you haven't seen. There's Leviathan. The female guardian. Somehow fire is her weakness underwater. 'Cause video game logic. All the Guardians in this game are pretty bland, but they get way better in Zero 2 especially. Especially when you use their weaknesses. Like, they each have an elemental weakness except for Phantom, and as long as you're using that weakness, generally speaking, the Guardians are a joke. Here's the fly guy. The always serious Harpuya. No, the running joke is that all the girls have a crush on Zero, but Zero has no feelings for any of them. So, yes, actually. All the Guardians are actually very masochistic. Not gonna lie, like, you'll see it mostly in the second game. They all really seem to enjoy the excitement of fighting Zero a lot. Yeah, they're all battle maniacs, every one of them. So, he was sword, twin sword, and flying. She was spear and underwater. Phantom was a ninja. And this guy has the gun. Fighting him on flat ground is a little different from fighting him on the weird terrain that we first encounter him on. I should just get away from him. There we go. Just get a charge right through him. Yeah, you got beat. But yeah, Leviathan totally has a crush on Zero. Totally. But Zero's obviously not gonna return that. Especially since, if anything, he would fall for Seal, who also has a crush on him. Like I said, this guy's a lot like Link. All the girls fall for him. But he doesn't necessarily ever pick one. So this is some classic Inti Creates level design right here. With all these, like, little platforms. Like, here's a raised platform with something on it. Here, let's have, like, you know, the wall dip right here for no reason. Let's have a ledge sticking out here. Like, there's just sort of a recognizable pattern to Inti Creates level designs. You just sort of know. All their games have that general weird level layout. Anyway, here's the main event, finally. All three of them at once! Nope. Instead, we finally meet Master X. Or Copy X, actually. And for some reason, he doesn't want them around, despite the fact that that would be far better strategy. Instead, he wants to 1v1 us like everybody else. He thinks he's a hero. Well, but the humans are happy. Yeah, but only because all the Reploids are getting slaughtered so that the humans have energy, because that's the trick. Reploids need energy to keep living, but there's an energy crisis, so his solution is not to find more energy, it's to just kill all those who are using it, so the humans can keep being happy. So much like the actual X, he has the ability to charge his weapons, he has multiple elements. It's a fun fight, or at least the first form is. In fact, if you come here with an S rank, he has a sub-tank. No joke, an actual sub-tank. And he refills his health. The first form is fun, but, well, Zero said it himself. Weak. The original X was not this weak. Yeah. Well, excuse me. I should say, yeah, so the game gets easier the worse you do. Not quite. The game's difficulty only changes if you have an S rank, in which case it gets harder. So S rank is the best rank. So if you have the best rank in the game, the bosses are more difficult. If you have anything less than that, then you get the standard normal difficulty. And when I say they get more difficult, they gain one attack. Is they have a special attack if you have an S rank. It just adds to their pattern, which, to be honest, you know, that's a step up from previous games. So here's the weird, this boss is tricky. You gotta sort of stay on these things here. Whoa. And the sad part is, the best way to actually deal with this guy is sadly to actually just poke up at him like this all day. It's kind of dumb. And also, I don't have very much sub-tank energy. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. Keeps doing the stun move. The triple rod's greatest use is literally right here. Ow. Oh my gosh. I'm about to die though. Oh, come on. That move right there is really obnoxious though. Where he just fills the bottom with flames like that. And now I don't have any sub-tank. Great. Well, this might be a problem. Yeah. Good luck indeed. This fight's actually kind of difficult, because you can totally fall off those edges and die. So, it's a little bit tough. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. First form done. Pretty easy. Now the hard part. Gotta dodge those stupid rings. I'm gonna try for the charge saber, but it's kind of rough. Especially if I die from coughing. Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, this isn't gonna go well. Oh my gosh, I touched him, and so I lost my charge. You're starting to see why the, yeah. Starting to see why that, just poking up at him is the preferred strat. It's hard to hit him with anything else. Like, it's legitimately hard to hit him with any other attack. And it doesn't deal much damage either. Urgh. I can't believe I might actually have to restart. That would be obnoxious. But we'll see. mean, so far, so good. Oh, ah. And as I say that, soon as I say that, everything falls apart. I should have known better than to test the streamer curse. I just had to open my mouth. Well, here we go. Okay, Angel X. You basically just have to tank those laser hits. Ah, I tried to jump and couldn't reach it in time. Also, if those pillars are just out of reach, you're kind of just out of luck. Okay. If I get one good attempt at him and it still doesn't work, I may just have to restart. Which would suck. Just so I can get sub-tank energy again. Like, I wish they would, like, reset you with whatever sub-tank energy you had going in. I feel like that would be a little more fair. Because otherwise the retry doesn't really count for as much. Okay, the key seems to be just staying close to him. Yeah, okay. So it looks like the trick to the first form is just stay close, don't let him back off. Because he tries to back off, which is more than the others do. Alright. Let's see transform again. Come to me, rainbow pixels. Slow movements to dodge that. Oh, whoa. Yep. Already going into the fire, huh? And right back into it, too. That fire deals a lot of damage. Just, will you please stop doing that? Oh my gosh, stop it. Come on. Well, I'm getting my relatively good-ish chance. Oh, come on. I'm gonna die here. No, I didn't. Stop doing that. Come on. Oh, and I just, no. That's it. Yep. Ugh. Yeah, I should. I kind of need the sub-tank going into him. Dodging all his attacks is just obnoxious without it. If the fire it'd be easier if the fire alternated. Yeah, I have a feeling that's why they didn't do it. All the attacks are random, so... Let's see. Yeah, because he's invincible while he's doing the rings. So, it is entirely possible to just get screwed. Oh, come on. Yeah. Yeah. You've got it pretty much right. Those platforms aren't all those side walls aren't always within reach when the fire gets going, and you just have to kind of be lucky as to making sure you're on the right side, because it's hard to keep track of those things while also keeping track of the boss. Oh no, yeah. Face tank the fire, that's typically what... That is what I would do if I had enough health. If I had enough health to safely face tank the fire, I would. Oh, come on. You would do that move now? Where's your dash? And then you want to do that again? Stop it. Stop attacking in the middle of me attacking you. There we go. Take your turn. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and do this guy next. I mean, if anything, this is good practice for run number 2. Whenever I get to that. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Might be able to max my sub-tank off of this guy? Maybe. There we go. I took one hit, so it won't be maxed, but that's fine. I'm gaining health from these bosses. That's the key here. I'm gaining health. I am walking away with more health than when I started. Sub-tank's almost full. If I can get there with a full sub-tank, I've absolutely got him. Man, the flame element chip just makes him a joke. As opposed to fighting him without it. I gotta remember that for my next playthrough as well. Should probably do the factory early. And now that I know the pattern to this guy... won't be dying to him too much either. This guy just likes to hide in the sand and play with sand castles. Go build a sand pyramid. You starting to doze off? Well, I have a feeling I'll be beating it on this round, but if you have to go, I do understand, though. With all the exercise you're doing, it is good to have plenty of sleep. Thanks for coming and chatting either way, man. I appreciate your company. Want to get up there. All right. Thanks for coming, man. You have a good night. I'll be done here in a few minutes anyway. Just gotta go through the Guardians again, and then I think I can bust through Master X here. And then we'll wrap up the story to 0-1. Let's clear out Shadow again. He's the real problem. Took a little damage. Doing good so far, though. Of course, I don't know why I just said that to jinx myself. There we go. Getting out of here. Do not get hit by those explosions. Okay. Didn't have to burn any sub-tank energy this time, though. And that is key. Harpuya. Harpuya is pretty easy. We'll take him next. Let's get him out of here. Whoops. Out of here. I'm gonna ice up your wings. Might be getting full health off of this guy. There we go. Okay. Full health, full sub-tank. Just got 2 more Guardians to go. I doubt if I'll need the sub-tank. And even if I do, I'll remember to fill it this time. That was the problem with last time. I didn't fill the sub-tank when I should have. He goes down pretty easy. And now for Leviathan. She'll be a piece of cake too, no doubt. I mean, at this point, I'm just tempting fate. Oh, somehow got that one. I hate how my attacks just my charge gets canceled out like in mid-animation, like I'm trying to release it and I can't. It's so annoying. Oh, but there we go. She's personally after us. Mm-hmm. Okay. Full health, full sub-tank. Any deaths we take. If we take any. Will be absolutely the result of not getting to the boss with max health, but even that shouldn't be too difficult. Like, I don't know if I'll get there with max HP, but having figured out X's pattern again, having relearned it, I should say. Oh, how generous. Yep, actually, full health, full sub-tank, what do you know? Yep, we're all good to go. Oh, come on. Missing the timing for stunning him. There we go. Nah, okay. That wasn't terribly great. I don't know if I want to pop my sub-tank. Yeah, I think I want to wait till I get him to at least a certain amount of health and then I'll pop it as kind of a guaranteed finish measure, but yeah, here we go. Here we go. Somehow this has been incredibly generous, so I'm gonna use it. I still have a little left. But he starts getting crazy at this point. Come on. He just constantly starts spamming that. I can take a little fire, but not too much. Ow. Sub-tank now. I think I can do it. Game. There we go. Ugh. Yes. Got him. I've conveniently just remembered something. But we've already done an escape sequence, so they don't force another one on us. And it turns out the little cyber elf was the real X the whole time. He appears to have already, quote-unquote, died. Even though he's not really dead because he's a cyber elf. So be it. I totally heard all that stuff while I was unconscious. And with that, 01 comes to a close. All in all, I appreciated this rather innovative take on, I also appreciate that they allowed us to skip the credits and go straight to our rank. And we've unlocked hard mode. Sure. But mainly only because I'm planning to restart and do that again, only better this time. Gonna go ahead and, I don't know about collect 100%, but I want to get more than I got. Anyway, I've had fun relearning this game. 01 is not the best in the Zero series by far. The second one and the third one will be much more entertaining than this one is. But I do appreciate the innovation of this game. Like, it's actually the first Mega Man game that I'm aware of that tried to do the Metroidvania thing that Avalon mentioned last stream. Like, where all the different areas are interconnected and, like, you can visit those places when you're not on a mission and collect, well, not power-ups, but cyber elves that you can then, cyber elves that you can then upgrade using E-crystals, which is kind of like a currency. You can upgrade them into power-ups. So it sort of has some Metroidvania aspects to it, and I kind of appreciate the idea of it. But as this is the first attempt at the Mega Man series doing that, you can clearly tell it's not very well polished. They had a lot of mission variety, which was really nice because Mega Man games normally don't have very much variety in their missions. It was a great idea, but again, maybe not the best execution, like really annoying enemy placement that just like knocks you into the pit, like we saw earlier, and just constantly tries to like get in your way with contact damage, like enemies and contact damage just all the time. The level design was a little shaky. I mean, it was okay, but it was just very punishing in certain places and then easier in other places. Yes, the level design was a little shaky. The grinding is ridiculous. Like, I did an hour of grinding in total and didn't even get half, like, of the cyber elves available. So we can actually get super busted in this game, but it takes forever to grind it out. So it's interesting. It's an interesting installment to the Mega Man series as a whole. Anyway, I've had fun playing it, relearning it. Honestly, since Ori 2 is right around the corner, I think I might go ahead and do this game again. But I'm going to do all of the grinding, or at least as much as I possibly can, in advance this time. Now that I remember how much grinding is necessary, I'm going to try and do it all in advance and do the entire game in one go next stream, I think. Or maybe I'll move on to Zero 2 and come back to this later. I'm not sure which I'll do. I think the biggest thing for me is just that I don't really want to get interrupted in the middle of one of these games because Ori 2 comes out. We'll see. I have to look at how many streams I have between now and when that game comes out. It'll depend. Anyway, thank you all for coming and watching. Thank you, Avalon, for hanging out with me and chatting. Have a good night, all. I'll see you guys next time.